Hello, everyone. Welcome to lesson 4.1 and the start of a new module. In this module, we are going to learn how to design an app. And so we are going to focus mostly on user interface and user experience. So let's start. First of all, in the last module, we were able to build our product requirement document. And I am doing this for an app called Focus Track, which is a goal tracking app. So I have moved my PRD from GPT to a Google Doc. And in this document, I have my PRD. We are going to build our user interface in Figma. You can go to Figma.com and you can check it out and make an account on Figma because Figma is basically a prototyping and wireframing tool. What we're going to do is we are going to build our user interface, and this is what Figma looks like. It is free. Yes, the basic version is free. You can only do 3 pages, but in those 3 pages, you can create a lot. So Figma will open up a new page for you. And basically, once you are there, what you can do is you can select in the bottom bar this thing called frame. Click on it, and you can see all these pre-built frames for phone. There's the iPhone 16, there's Android Medium, Android Compact. Let's select iPhone 16. It is a very common frame. And now we automatically have an iPhone 16 frame. Let's select another Android Medium or perhaps Android Compact. Okay, yeah, Compact is better. Delete this one and you will see that you have two default frames. Now what I want you to do is go to Figma, make an account, and just get comfortable with it. But for the time being, what I would like to show you is how to get inspiration for your app. So right now, I have a goal tracking app, but I do not have any inspiration for it. I do not know how the user interface will look like. So, what I like to do is get inspiration by looking at other user interfaces. And where can you do that? I will show you, of course. You can go to 60fps.design. This is basically a website which has a lot of cool user interfaces, and most of them you can look at and you can get inspired by. Another one is Dribble. Dribble is basically a social media platform for designers to share their work. You can look at it and you can search Flutter UI. And there you go. You will see a lot of different designs, different UI designs. You can get inspiration from this. This is another platform where I like to look at and get inspiration from. You can also make an account on it. I don't have one, but you should if you want to. And the next one that I'm going to show you is called Mobbin. Now, what is Mobbin? Mobbin is basically a collection, and it's a paid service, first of all, but there's also a free tier. Basically, it's a collection of apps which are live right now and are actually earning money, like Apple TV, Twitch. What do their designs look like? You can look at screens, you can look at UI elements, dialog boxes, sliders, loading bars, text. How do these apps, how do they show text? What kind of bottom sheets they show, dialog boxes, and flows, screens. Mobbin is a very useful service, and if you really are a developer and you want to earn money from it, you should definitely make an account on it. And I don't think you really need to start paying in the beginning, but you should definitely look at it because Mobbin shows you how apps which are already earning money and big apps like big names, how they're designing their user interfaces. Finally, you can go to flutterawesome.com. Flutterawesome.com is basically a collection of all different types of Flutter widgets, Flutter UIs, Flutter templates, animations. Basically, it has images of a lot of different Flutter apps. You can also go to the top menu and look at all these different UI elements. For example, flip, layout elements, splash screen, images, gallery, movie, chips, curves, time, how time is displayed, how different apps are displaying time. You can go to menu and let's see buttons, how different items, how different apps are showing buttons. A Flutter package that shows a Flutter package that shows an interrupted smart alert from the top or bottom. So you can look at all these different widgets and you can get inspiration from them. For example, this is an app which is, for example, someone created a custom button builder package which has a demo and it looks like this. You can create custom buttons using this custom button builder package in Flutter. So you can actually get inspiration from real live apps. Finally, what you should do is go to the official home pages of Apple Design, developer.apple.com/design, and you can see the current Apple recommendations about design. So right now, as I'm making this tutorial, there is a huge uproar in the design community about liquid glass. Apple has just introduced it, and design community does not like it at all. But you but it's up to you to adopt it or not. You can go to guidelines and get guidelines on how anything should look like, right? App icons, colors, menu bar, toolbars. So you can get their official requirements. So you can get the official design guidelines by Apple by going to this website, and you should explore this as well. Android also has their own design requirements. Not requirements, but guidelines. These are called material design guidelines. And their brand new thing is Material Design 3. As you can see, it is very bold, it is flat, it has strange fonts, and they have their own current guidelines. Both of these companies also provide Figma design kits, which we will look at later. You can go to Get Started. You can look at components. Let's say we go to buttons and we go all buttons. There are different types of buttons, and you can get all these guidelines. You can explore this website and find which buttons you like, how to create them, and so on and so forth. There is another older version called Material 2, M2.material. This is personally my favorite. I mostly use Material 2 design. They have app bars, backdrops, app bar bottoms, banners, cards. I'm a fan of cards, so I use this a lot. But basically, these are all the components. For example, a dialog box should look like this, right? It can only have two buttons, and you should explore this as well. Then there is finally the original Material 1, which is basically a very old design. Not really many apps use it anymore, but you should also take a look at it to see where Android design came from. And you can look at many of the components that Material Design 1 introduced. Finally, I would like to give you some other options if you don't like Figma. Penpot. Penpot is another design tool that is used by designers to create beautiful layouts. It is open source, it is for free, but there is also a paid version, but most of it is open source. There is also Adobe XD. Not a lot of people use that anymore, but if you do have Adobe Creative Cloud, maybe you can download it and create your prototypes on Adobe XD. But personally, I would recommend Figma. So, the link for all of these websites will be in the description and in the materials. You can go to these websites that I recommend. Oh, yes, I do forget one, palettes. If you do not know palettes and you're not very good at colors, you can go to this website, flatUIcolors.com, and there are all these palettes for different color styles. And you can explore them, you can incorporate them in your own design, and this is for free as well. Please explore these websites. You should find the app user interface that you like, and you should like to build it. And so, in the next episode, we will actually start building our wireframes. So, see you later.